Okie doke, last video of this lesson, okay? Now we are doing our completing the square, right? So we got to remember just a quick review of what we do. So once we get it so that this thing is over on the other side, we take our b term, right? You take b and you divide it by 2, okay? That's the first thing you'll do. And then the second thing is you square that result. Square that result. And then the third thing is you add it to both sides, right? And you just got to kind of remember this process. Trying to reason this out with yourself is tricky, right? It's not easy. Okay, so let's do this. So I'm going to rewrite the equation. Just have it down here. 22 equals 0. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to subtract 22 from both sides. Okay, so that's going to give me x squared plus 8x is equal to negative 22. All right, now I am going to take this term, my b term, and I'm going to divide it by 2. Okay, so I'm going to go 8 divided by 2, okay, equals 4. Right? Now we will take 4. We're on step 2 here, so this was step 1, right? Step 2 is we are going to take 4 and we are going to square it, and it's going to give me 16. Okay? And then step 3 is we are going to add it to both sides. So we are going to go x squared plus 8x. And then I think when I write it out, you'll be like, oh, that is basically the same as doing nothing to the equation. You're not really changing the weight of the equation, right? And so now, okay, let's factor this. So remember, you get this from here, right? So we have x plus 4 squared is equal to negative, wait, no, it's not negative 38. What am I talking about? See, I'm too tired. It gives me negative 6, right? Negative 6. Okay, because negative 22 plus 16 is going to give me negative 6. Great. I can see right away that I'm not going to like this answer, right? And I don't. This is terrible, right? So you get x plus 4 is equal to, well, now we got to remember what we do. Well, we take this negative out, and we know that because it's under the square root, that's going to become I. And then the square root of 6 is going to stay the square root of 6 because we aren't going to, take that and round it and do any of that. And you can't pull any square numbers out of it, simplify it. So we get I plus and minus I times square root of 6. All right? So that's my solution for this. So now think about what we do. Well, we have 2 solutions. So we go x plus 4 equals positive I times the square root of 6. And we also have x plus 4 is equal to negative I times the square root of 6. All right, that's fine. So now we're going to subtract 4 from both sides. And then when you subtract 4, okay, you can't really combine it with any of this. It doesn't combine with the I and the 6, right? Only other terms that have I's can combine with I terms, right? So we're going to pretty much just write this as negative 4 plus I times the square root of 6. When you write complex numbers, you always put the whole term first, and you put the I term second, right? And this one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to subtract 4 from both sides. So this is going to give me x is negative 4 minus I times the square root of 6. So you'll notice that my results I get usually are something that we call conjugates, right? They're sort of the opposite of each other. And if I multiply them times each other, I'll actually get I'll get these things to go away, right? I'll get the radicals and the signs and the i's to go away, right? But I'm not going to do that, okay? Because this is what we got right here. So this is my solution, right? It is not fun to look at, but I assure you that this is how it works, And I hope that you're feeling a little more comfortable with the skill now. So good luck with this, and we'll see you in the next lesson.